Say his name.
George Floyd.
Say his name.
George Floyd.
I'm standing here in front of you, in front of a courthouse that our system was built on, in which our black men are disproportionately charged on a daily basis and put through a system. I had something written but there. They want to tell us how to protest our genocide. They want to tell us how to protest the homicide of our black males and our black women. But there ain't no way to tell us what to do, because we're going to have our voices heard. Say his name.
George Floyd.
This is for the Breonna Taylors. This is for the Ahmaud Arbery's. This is for the Tamir Rices. This is for the Sean Bells. Today, as we were standing here in silence for 8 minutes, that they had a knee on the neck, murdering George Floyd, I could not hold myself and my composure. And today I stand before you and I say that we need to hold our knees to the necks of the government, hold our knees to the necks of the officers, because they are the ones who can respond with a lot more power. Yesterday, I was told that Sheriff Decatur was a good man, and I believe it. But guess what? It didn't show yesterday evening. His leadership didn't show well. He spoke a good game. But as our children were marching in the streets of Stafford, they were aggressively approached by more manpower than we had with our voices. And all we had was signs. And I'm sick of it. And I think that Stafford County Sheriff should be ashamed of themselves. They immediately pepper sprayed our kids. Stafford has a problem. America has a problem, and it's called racism. And we need to take it back. I'm sorry, y'all. So many seem to quote Dr. King, but it doesn't amuse me because they use his quotes as a mechanism. They want to shut you up. They want you to be complacent. The fire doesn't burn in their hearts, what Dr. King said, and what Dr. King was actually doing. When you manipulate the words in context in which they were spoken, you won't get the same outcome because there's no passion or wisdom or understanding about what Dr. King was speaking. When our leaders spoke their words, like the Malcolms and the Martins, they spoke from a place of meditation and consulting with the God that they say that they serve. You use them and you use the scriptures in the Bible to aid and pacify the unheard people. I had a dream. But unlike Martin, my dream was a nightmare. I had a dream one night that there was a cross burning on my front lawn. And after it had whittled down to ashes, my neighbor came to me, not to aid me, but to ask me to remove the ashes that got on his side of the lawn. That's where we live at in Stafford. Our neighbors are not helping us. Our neighbors are not speaking out. They are not actively involved in talking to each other and telling them that we are hurting and we need efficient help. Until we get to talking about the mangled systems and systematics, until white people have the tough conversations about the systematic privileges that they have, things will not change. Until you white people acknowledge that the system is built and it's working perfectly in your favor as it was meant to be, we can't talk. There's a song, and the lyrics of the song says, "Don't trouble the waters, leave them alone. Still waters run deep. Well, the waters have been troubled, and we stand here today, and we see the depths in which it has reached. The water, we are angry. We have been still for way too long, and it's time for action. That's why we need to have an accountability check. We need to keep our knees on the necks of the systematic indiscretions in this country. Again, we would like to put our knee on the necks of the official positions of those who took the path to serve, protect, and uphold the laws that this country was built on. We need a turnaround. Until you good white folks become disturbed at the way this country treats black and brown people, we won't let you be at peace. No justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
And that also goes for you comfortable black folks. I did not forget about the Negroes.
The opening was.
Too afraid to make noise because you have a good government job or high position. You have to stop sitting back and staying in the confines of your good, quiet suburban homes acting like you've arrived and you're accepted, because you're not. We need to wake up and stop stating that our youth need to settle down and be quiet and coy as if you forgot where you've come from. Many of you come from neighborhoods in which you own not one thing and couldn't buy a thing you wanted because of the system that was in place. The system needs a revamp. And I'm not just coming with you, speaking to you here today with just words. We have wants. We want an overhaul of the police practices and the border criminal justice.
Yes.
And it starts at the state and local levels. It starts with you, and it starts with the ears of these police officers and all these law folks that's inside of this building that can hear my voice. We want accountability of the DA and the state's attorneys that decide whether or not to investigate and ultimately charge those involved in police misconduct. We need police review boards with the power to monitor police conduct. We must allow a platform for the unheard to be heard. We need real community policing. You police officers should live in your neighborhoods and know the people that you are so-called policing.
Yes.
Because what happens is they go into neighborhoods of the unknown and they treat our best and brightest like dirt. We've seen it time and time again. And if we bring back community policing, we might have a little bit of start of something. I'm tired of seeing police officers coming from that county and this county and don't know my kids. And don't know your kids. They come there with misunderstanding and misquotes, and all they do is disturb the peace. I need to talk to these evangelical Christians out here. Where's the pastor from Mount Ararat? There's a school right down the street, Colonial Academy. Where's the pastor from Colonial Academy? They need to be speaking to their congregations. They need to be telling their congregations that they need to be putting in the work to change the system that works for them that they're so comfortable in. They need to get uncomfortable. Their silence is deafening. It makes me want to scream because they're more concerned about the people inside the pews and what money they're going to bring in than what's happening on the streets of America. I served. I'm an Army veteran. I served. And in those ranks, there was racism. Don't be surprised. It's everywhere. This nation was built on it. And we must dismantle the racism. And we don't need to be afraid to speak, and we don't need to be afraid to walk. We have every right to protest in the streets. Protesting is supposed to make them uncomfortable.